Welcome back, everybody. Just wanted to end on how I got to where I am with these properties in 2018. So if you haven't seen the other videos, please check them out. Those should be on my page. So 5 properties in 2018, they're all doing great. And then they did very well in 2019 and was an even better year. So with that excess of money, we thought, you know what, let's kind of take it easy and let's just take some of this money and keep upgrading these cabins, keep putting more into them. And so we weren't looking for other cabins. I kind of regret not doing that, but we also have sanity and we didn't want to lose it. And so, so we just did some toys. We bought some old used snowmobiles, a couple old four-wheelers and ATVs and stuff like that. And so that's kind of what we did with those money, with that amount of money. And so 2019, very beginning of 2019, or sorry, very end of 2019, I had a very strong feeling to sell our cabins. Why? I thought. Why do I feel so strongly that we need to sell them? And I told my wife about it. I said, this has been on my mind a lot, and I just feel that we have to sell our cabins. And she said, that doesn't make sense. They're making money. They're paying for themselves and some. Like, they're doing so well. And I said, I know. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what I'm feeling. And I feel very prompted that this is something that we need to do. And so she said, well, how about we just sell one? We'll sell the last cabin that we bought, because she didn't have as much invested in that one. She didn't love that one as much as our very first one. And so we said, all right, let's trust this prompting and this feeling, and we'll trust the Lord that this was inspiration, because it keeps coming to our mind, and I would pray about it, and I just felt that this is something that we need to do. Sell, sell, sell. Why? Didn't make sense to me. And but we said, let's at least go for it. We listed it on the market, had a buyer. Like within probably 3 or 4 weeks, we had a buyer say that they would take it. Now, we were able to double our money on that. So we bought it, as you see in the last video, we bought it for like $124. We sold it for $255. I can't remember exactly. It was around $255, and I know that we just a little more than doubled what we had bought it for. And I thought, cool, sweet. But while we were in the process of selling that, I was trying to help my mom and dad find a cabin. And they were looking around the $400,000 range, and they weren't really getting anywhere. And so I was still looking, and I knew what the market was like up there. So I subscribed to this website, and it chimed in my phone. I'm sitting in my office, and it said listed 4 minutes ago. I look it up, and all it's showing me is a description with no pictures and a satellite view of this cabin. I thought, there's got to be something wrong, because it's got 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, it's got a shop, it's close to the golf course, it's a good location, and fenced yard. Like, all these things were really good, and I'm thinking, $279? This sounds like a $400,000 cabin. Why are they only asking $279? And I thought, there's got to be holes in the wall. It's got to reek of cat urine. There's got to be graffiti all on the inside and outside. I don't know. So I thought, there's something up with this one. But it was a for sale by owner. And I thought, I mean, her phone number's right there. I'll just give her a call. So I call her up, talk to her, said, I don't see any pictures. And she says, I don't know how to figure this stuff out. I'm just listing it by myself. I tried selling it on my own last year, and it fell through, and I just want it sold. I'm afraid 2020, now this is the very beginning of 2020, guys. This is like March or so, when things are pretty crappy in 2020, and she's just afraid that the market's just gonna plummet. And so she listed it for $279. And so I said, yeah, I don't see any pictures. She says, well, how about this? I'll just text you a bunch of pictures that I took that are still trying to upload. I said, sure, that'd be great. And then I see all these pictures, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a $400,000 cabin for $279. And so I called my mom, and I said, Mom, you gotta get on this. This lady's selling this cabin, looks like a great deal. And she says, I'm working a little bit. just have your dad, take care of it, and have him call. I'll be off in 3 or 4 hours. And I'm like, ah. So I call my dad. I say, Dad, you don't want to miss out on this deal. This looks like a really good deal. You should do this. And he says, I'll call later on tonight. And I said, Dad, just call right now. No, I've got a couple errands to run. And I'm like, I call my wife. I'm like, I'm so frustrated. She said, why? I said, my parents are missing out on the deal of a lifetime. This is such a good cabin, and they're going to miss it. And she said, well, why don't we just buy it? And I thought, our other cabin is being sold. I ran the numbers. I looked at the new lower interest rates, because in 2020, interest rates were on the decline. And I crunched the numbers, and we would be paying the exact same amount for twice the cabin. So I called my mom and dad first, said, hey, I know I told you guys about that cabin. Would you care if Misty and I bought it? He said, oh, no, go ahead. We don't care. And so that gave me the green light. So kind of a funny story. We were helping a friend out. We were driving her down to Blackfoot. This is probably 3 o'clock, 3:30 or something like that. Driving down to Blackfoot to take her to the hospital and for a doctor's appointment. And so I drop off my wife and drop off our friend, and they go into the hospital, and I book it to the title company. And I said, I'll go to First American Title. I'll put $1,000 down. I'll give you full price. And when I told this to the lady, I know because she was so panicked about the market tanking and going down, I could have gotten it for less. But I knew other people were going to be chiming in and saying, I'll give you full price, I'll give you more. And that's exactly what happened. So I locked it in, said, okay, I'm filling out the contract. I'm going to do $1,000 for earnest money, contingent on an inspection. So if there was anything in the inspection that we didn't like, we get our $1,000 back, and we're free and clear, and we just walk away. But going in there with my $1,000, wrote a check, title company for this property in her name, did it all, sent her picture text saying it's done. She's like, okay, awesome, I got what I was asking for, and great. I was super stoked, she was super stoked. Later on that night, she had 6 people call when all of her pictures finally downloaded or uploaded on that website that she was selling it on. She had 6 full price offers. Some were even offering more. And she said, sorry, I've already sold it to this guy and his family. They're interested in it. And we worked it out with her too. She asked if she could stay there for an extra week or 2 if needed in order to get all of her stuff and to move to Boise. And I said, totally fine. And did the inspection, everything was great. There was a couple things, but I knew she wasn't going to do anything when she realized she gave that cabin away, basically. And so you have to act fast. Check out the market. Do the things. Do your research. Check out what's what. Guys, there's going to be stuff always going down. There's always going to be deals out there. That's what I tell everybody. There's always a deal. Someone died. Someone's getting divorced. Someone's panicking. Someone got disabled. There's things that happen in life. Life happens, and someone has to either sell quick or they just don't even care. Some kids just want their inheritance, and that's on the next property. That's one I'll talk about in the next video, is how we got into this other cabin. And so, but 6 full price offers that night. We had 2 times the cabin, and it was a better location, and gratitude, you guys. That prompting why I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't see the big picture. I feel like we were very, very blessed. And I don't want to get all churchy on you, but I love this scripture, Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understandings. Which basically is saying that just trust the Lord. He has way better plans than you could do on your own. And in verse 6, it says, in all ways acknowledge him. I'm paraphrasing. Read it for yourself. And I do acknowledge that this was not me. This wasn't my own smarts that did this. I felt prompted to sell. And we were able to sell this cabin for double what we bought it for. Went into this next cabin, which was way better. Our rents were able to be doubled. It's a lot more easier to maintain. There were cooler things about this one. We didn't have a shop at our other property. We didn't have a hot tub at our other property. We didn't have a fenced yard. We didn't have a great location that was easier to get access to. This one had all of it, and I feel very, very blessed, and I'm very, very grateful for Promptings. And so don't get greedy. Do what you feel is right, and things will work out well. And I'm very grateful that we were very blessed to have this happen. And so when all this happened, we felt, okay, I think we just need to listen, and we need to sell those first 2 properties. And when we did, that helped us get into our other property for practically nothing as well. I'll share that in the next video. I'll probably make that another time because I gotta go. You guys have a great day. Make sure that you comment any other thoughts and ideas that you would like a video created on. Any comments here as well. What's one of your favorite scriptures that motivates you and helps you recognize everything that you have in this world is not yours, but you're just the steward over? What are some things that motivate you? So you guys, these properties in this cabins, I feel very blessed. I'll just back up a little bit. I feel like we've been blessed, and I want to share this with other people. That's why I'm making these videos. That's why I love talking about this stuff with other people, because I want other people to be successful and go out and create a business. It might not even be real estate, but it might be something that you're passionate about and that you enjoy, and that's really good for your family. And so this has been a huge blessing for our family to do this, and it's helped us be able to give back to others. We've been able to help other people just go out and enjoy time at the cabins and just let them use it when they might not be able to. And so we feel like we have been so blessed. We don't want to be selfish with everything, and so we're trying to, pay it forward and help other people out, help them dream, help them learn about this stuff as well, so they can create their own businesses and be able to have fun doing it as well. So thanks again. Be sure to like and subscribe for any other future videos that come up, and you guys have a great day. Bye.